Okay, min-max planning source as a supplier. If source as a supplier, you already know the min-max planning configurations and you already know the min-max planning concept and you already know what are the enabling things from the item level. So I don't want to in depth about that. The process flow I'm explaining here, right? So min-max planning source as a supplier. What is the source document? Source document, right? The source document is requisition. So system is generating a requisition. So whenever organization is not having a material or the material is there in between of minimum quantity and maximum quantity, the system is automatically generating the replenishment document or min-max planning document, right? If source as a supplier, what is the source document? Requisition, right? So how to system is generating the requisition. So what are the step-by-step following things which is coming into the min-max planning process flow source as a supplier? So that we can see it. Okay. Today's session. It's a very simple topic, but just refer the previous videos for the min-max planning. Okay. Where the source as a supplier, where the source as, I think I explained here, receiving, picking process, min-max plan. Right. Under the min-max planning, source as a organization is completed. Source as a, right, sub-inventory is completed. Now the source as a supplier. Okay. Source as a supplier. Let's explain this. Okay. So what are the setups? So what are the setups? Item level. Item level setups. The first one is item level setups. Right. So in the item level, what you need to do? So item level. So we need to enable the item is a planning item. Along with the planning, the item is a min-max planning item. Okay. Let's go to the product management and create one item. Product information management. Right. It's taken. So create item. So this is, let's take any, what is that item? Let's take iPhone only.
Sir, can't we do it for the existing items or only new items will be?
Hey, why somebody's created approvals for this? Yes, we can do it. Let's take a existed item. You already know how to write. Give me a minute. Anybody's created any item? I created one item. Okay. I'm taking same item. So previously we created one item, right? For this. What is the item name? Any item is there
There's
for
item. There's item called the test one, I guess.
iPhone 16 is there, right? For last time we created this. Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, existed also we can use it, not only for new one. Right, this one. Okay, let's click on here. So go to the specifications, click on planning. So under this planning, right? So inventory planning method. So select here min-max planning. Min-max planning. This is the one. So what is the minimum quantity? 10, right? So I'm giving for 100 and 200. Minimum quantity and maximum quantity. Let's see. Okay, so must be enabled this min-max planning method as a item level. Right. So you need to select here min-max plan. Now, so click on save. So just verify this. Maybe this will be controlled from the inventory organization. So just go to the inventory organizations and click on the specification also here. So planning, under this planning, yeah, now you can see this is controlled at inventory org 100 and 200. So directly you can change the minimum quantity and maximum quantity in the item master or this one inventory organization. So that will be works. Right. So item level we already enabling the item is a planning for min-max planning item, right? So which organization level? 001 level. So before going to creating running for min-max planning schedule program from the 001, what is the unhand quantity? That you can verify it, right? So click on manage item quantities, iPhone. So 14 quantity is there. 14 quantity is there in the store sub inventory or something. Stores is 4, right? Stock is 10, right? Now, what is the next setup? The next setup is sub inventory level setup, right? Let's go to the sub inventory. Sub inventory also you need to enable, right? Sub inventory level, right? Let's go to the sub inventory. Click on here. Manage sub inventory and locators. So which sub inventory level want to maintain this, right? So let's take a stores, our stores, these stores. Okay, stores. So click on manage item sub inventories. The same configuration which is comes by for organization and all those things. So somebody's supplier item is there, right? So let's take one more item. So what is our item? iPhone. Right. So let's select the min-max planning. Maximum quantity is 100. Minimum quantity is 100 and maximum quantity is 200. And here you need to select source as a supplier. This is the one of the important thing. Right. Here need to select as a source as a supplier. Okay. Source as a supplier. So this is the two things and two setups must be followed. Then Done. Next. So nothing is there. Next, let's go to the process flow directly. So for the process flow, what is the first step? Run the schedule program. Schedule program. So what is the name of the schedule program? Print Minmax planning. Right. Print Minmax planning listing report. Print Minmax planning report, something like that. Right. Let's go to the supply chain. This one schedule program. Click on save and close. Click on here. So go to the schedule program. Right. So click on schedule process. So run the schedule program. So what is the program name? Print Minmax. Sorry. Planning report. This one. Print Minmax planning report. Okay. Just click on OK. So what are the parameters? The first one is organization parameter. Short by this is inventory item. And item, if you want to select item, you can select what is our item. Two items are there, right? We don't want all this, all the items. Only one item is required. iPhone. So what is the next one? The important restock is yes. Then only system is created a restock. Right. Restock means purchase document. Right. Purchase document is created. If it is restock is yes. Okay. Click on submit. So once this program is completed, what happened? There is a report is generated. That's right. Now it is completed. Open this. So click on here. So you can see iPhone. So we are selected all the sub inventories, right? So that is the reason it is processing. But 196 reorder quantity is generated. Why? Because already 4 quantity is there in the stores level, right? So for this iPhone, maximum quantity is 100, 200, minimum quantity is 100. Now the system is generating for reorder quantity. The reorder quantity formula is maximum quantity minus on hand quantity equal to reorder quantity 196. Right. Let's see. semi-generated requisition or not. Okay, just follow the same thing. This is the batch number. Why I am copied the batch number, I'll tell you. So anybody's guess what is the next step? Now I am running this program. Okay, copy the batch number. This is the batch number. So what is the next level? Verify the requisition number in supply orchestration. Why it is generated or not? First, we need to know, right? If any errors or anything is there, how we can find out, right? Where we can find out from supply orchestration. Let's go to the supply orchestration where it is there from inventory management. Go to the supply chain execution under this supply um, chain orchestration. Click on that. We cannot find out any supply request. Supply request overlay.
Sir, so
Yeah.
why we are doing the min-max setup for supplier? That is one question.
Minmax planning for supplier. See, if
Yes,
organization, there is no organization level on hand quantity, no. See, for example, you are inventory manager, okay? Your inventory is Hyderabad, okay? Your material is on hand quantity is very less. And tomorrow and day after tomorrow, the demand is very high. So you must have material, right?
yeah,
So what is your source of getting a material? One is from the if any
supplier.
sub-inventory, if any sub-inventory level within the organization, you are getting a material from the sub-inventory. If no
Correct.
sub-inventory, you are getting a material from the another organization if material is existed. If no organization level, where you can get
From supplier.
from supplier, right? So the min-max planning is immediately creating a supplier requisitions. Okay, so based on that, they can fulfilling the on-hand quantity. So it is a safety related purpose. Their system is running for planning method. So that is the reason Minmax planning is creating a request. Okay. So
Okay, so
in sometimes if organization is not feasibility to transfer the material, so directly they are getting a material from the supplier.
first it will like automatically check for the sub inventory. Then
No,
it will
no, no, no. If it
we
is,
need to.
if you provided, if business is giving a requirement. So the material is sometimes available in the sub inventory, sometimes available in the organization, sometimes available in the min-max planning. So in such a scenario, you can configure. Otherwise, if the business is directly telling about whenever on-hand quantity is in between of this minimum quantity and maximum quantity, we always getting the material and we always procuring the material from the supplier, then directly you can configure the suppliers not required for
Okay,
sub-inventory and organization.
okay,
Okay. There is a different business use cases. First, they want to see the sub-inventory level. They want to see for organization level. That's different business use cases. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Just wait. So this is Redwood page, supply orchestration. Mm. NS supply lines, at least go here. Yeah. So you can see iPhone is there in the exception. Why 196 iPhone line is there in the exception? So system is expected some program, schedule program that is called process supply chain orchestration interface schedule program. The lines are on the structuring of interface. Now you are running this program to release the lines from the interface table. To release the lines from interface table. What do you need to do as a functional consultant? So we can run the program. So what is the batch number? Already batch number is copied, right? So if you required, you can take all the batch numbers or else only you can see the batch number here. Okay, the batch number also. This is the batch number. Okay, same right? 775. Okay, now run the program. Click on the tools, schedule program. Now complete P2P cycle is coming with the Minmax planning source as a supplier. Right. Click on the schedule program. So what is the name of the program name? You can see here process supply chain orchestration interface schedule pro. Right. So create a supply orders based on the supply orchestration interface record. So the most parameters is you can take fusion inventory on this and organizations. What is the batch number? So batch number is this. Right. Copy this batch number. Paste it. Nothing needs to provide it. Directly you can submit it. So now based on this batch number, the system is identified from the interface table record and bringing that table from interface to base tables, right? So this program is like picking the tables and bringing the table to the front end, right? So once it is successfully completed, then the record is released from the interface tables. Let's see, is it released or not? Now you can see this is an interface, right? Okay, iPhone. Just refresh it. Now it is removed. Now it is removed. Right. So you can see, oh, it is still a unmet. Why it is going this side? So it must be removed from the exception. Then only supply line is created. Okay. Just wait. So the program is completed. Sorry. Now it is removed. Right. So what is the next level? So now you can find out the request number. So where it is there, request number. So under the overview, go to the manage supply lines. So query with item or this batch number also. So now you can see supply order is created. This is not a requisition number, it is a supply order orchestration number. Okay, click on this. So not started it. You can see status is not started it. Just refresh it. So now it is completed. So what happened? Let's go to the buy. So now it is a requisition number. 204249 is a requisition number. You can see here. Right. Status is created. What document? Purchase requisition. As our discussion, what is the document? Source document is created. Purchase requisition. Right. So purchase requisition document is created successfully. So this is the requisition number. Copy this requisition number. Verify the requisition number in the. So this is the requisition number. Right. So what is the next level? Process these requisitions to PO. Then next level is process requisition lines to PO. Right. Now let's go to the procurement. Now the procurement part is coming. Now you already know how to processing, how to converting PO, how to submit the PO, right? So all those things you already know, right? So now you can understanding easily. Right. Let's go to the purchase order. So under this purchase order, click on here, process requisitions. Right. Which BU? US1 BU. Select. Right. Now you can see maybe some orders are not coming. Huh? Slow it. So what is the requisition number? Search. Unmet. 24, 24. So just wait. If any agreement is there, automatically system is generated purchase order sometimes. So for this item, if any agreement is there, okay, just query with requisition again. Now you can see automatically system is generated PO. Why? Because there is agreement with this Dell supplier. There is agreement. If you open this, so this description is nothing but supply order number. Right, supply order number. We see this, right? Supply order orchestration level. So this PO is coming by, right? This is the source of order and the requisition is 2042 and the agreement is there. Right, if agreement is there, automatically system is creating requisition is processing automatically and it is automatically created a purchase order also. Right. So it is now it is in open status. The PO number is this. Right. PO number. So process the requisition lines to PO. If I'm giving, if agreement exists, right? Okay, no need this process, right? So copy the P1 number. So what is the P1 number? Now what is the next step? Then receive the material. So what is the receiving location? Seattle. Okay, let's go and receive the material. So where we can receive the material from supply chain execution, inventory management. So click on here. What is the on-hand quantity? Previously, 4 quantity is there. Right. So after received this, the total is 200 quantity. So click on and receive the material. 196 quantity. Right. Click show the receipt quantity and click on here, create receipt. Submit. So this is the receipt number. Right. Create a receipt. The number is this. What is the next one? So you need to just receive the material, right? So now we need to processing the put away. Okay, select put away and total 196 stores location. Okay. Now you can verify the on-hand quantity. Five four. Total 200 quantity. Right, in stores location. You can see total 200 quantity. So this 200 quantities comes by supplier. Okay. This is the way how we can get the material from supplier by using the Minmax planning source as a supplier. Okay. So this is what, if you want to verify the PO level, right? Let's go to the PO, purchase order. Now you can see ordered and received. Why it is received? Anybody's guess? It is consignment order. Basically, as for the agreement, the system is creating a consignment order. Right. If ownership is changed, then the delivery is coming. If ownership is changed, delivery is coming. Right. If no agreement, so the delivery is indication is reflected on this life cycle page. That's all, team members. Anything, any doubts on the supply chain planning side? No planning, only this procurement and inventory.